What's good, peeps? It's your boy DK, man, aka Smoothie. Going on? Checking in. Hope all is well out there for sure. Want to tap in real quick, man. What's going on with this dollar? It's getting out of hand. So if you ain't aware, man, you know I'm constantly talking about the dollar. One of the main things we're going to track each and every day before we even get into a trading situation. And mostly since I've been trading, dollar has always been the king, right? It's always been the in a sense the big dog on the block. And with that status comes a lot of privileges. You get a lot of perks comes with when you have that big dog status. Even though right now the dollar is still considered a safe haven currency, it's losing its status. For different reasons, there's a lot of different scenarios surrounded around why we are losing our status. But as of right now, I want to focus on just the overall strength of the dollar, which we seeing the numbers that you see on your screen being reflected in the weakness. Um, and currently, and it's been happening for months, but we are currently getting to a level that's just about pre-pandemic, well, pandemic levels. We're getting back to those levels, and that's not a good place for us to want to be, especially when we already have crazy inflation. We already know how much higher everything is, goods, rent, certain services. Man, like now, a haircut, $45. We used to pay $25 for a haircut. I mean, I can go on and on. So we all know what time it is when it comes to inflation. Then you add in us losing our purchasing power is adding even more weight on our shoulders, more pressure on the economy, more pressure on us as everyday consumers, especially when you don't have the wage growth that comes or that needs to come to eclipse that inflation, eclipse that losing of that purchasing power that we're losing right now. And what you're seeing reflected on your screen is in real time. We're literally losing our purchasing power in real time. And if you're paying attention to what's really just going on from this administration, I want to say that they was just saying, I'm gonna check the highlights, right? We ain't even gonna guess about it. Let's see. I think I just seen something about um Trump, which if you've been in the know, they've already been speculating, and he said it in so many ways that his intention was to devalue the dollar. And I think he's actually on record quoting and saying that he's intentionally trying to kill the dollar, which in turn, if what he's trying to do on a bigger stage actually ends up happening, who knows? But for us right now, in short term, we the consumer, we the everyday people, we are seeing the effects of that. We are going to continue to feel the effects of this loss of purchasing power. So I feel like that's just something to be aware of. It's not that like people keep saying we need, you got to make more money. Yeah, we do need more money, but you also have to take into account that our dollar just don't stretch the way that it used to. It don't buy what it used to. So it feels like we need to make more money when in reality we really just need to gain our strength back in the dollar that we once particularly had, and we're losing it day by day. So I feel like that's something that you should be paying attention to. Policies, you got economic policies that's being implemented, especially with this administration, this big beautiful bill, and all the other executive orders that Trump is trying to get passed. I feel like it's something you need to pay attention to, even though you don't want to call yourself being in politics for whatever reason. Not being on top of what's going on could cost you you and your family to be in a situation that you could have avoided had you been paying attention to what's going on. Whether you can control it or not, it ain't about what you can control. It's about what you can be prepared for. Because then not only will it could be the means of survival, but it could also put you in a situation where you can have an opportunity to come out on the top side for you and your family. So when it comes to what's going on from an economic standpoint, I feel like you need to, do your due diligence. And these, what you see on the screen right now, right, Thing.com, I got Bloomberg. I also just started like using ChatGPT. Even though you have to filter the information with ChatGPT, it does lead you where you need to be. Um, those news sources, and you got CNBC, Yahoo, Money, so Yahoo Finance. You got different avenues that you can get verified information from, and you also got paywalls, right? You also got um, companies that you can pay for real time info, but being in the know is the main thing. Say, like for instance, today we got Trump speaking at 1 o'clock, and to you it sounds like it's just gibberish, right? He just going on and on, bragging and doing whatever it is that he do. But when it comes to that investor lingo, when it comes to that wordplay, it's saying a lot. He's saying the right words, even without a gibberish. He's going to say little snippets, little things that the market is going to react to. And that's what it's all about over here at Legal Trappers, is being in a situation to react to what's going on. Um, not trying to necessarily beat them or outsmart them, but more so just seeing what they see so we can implement our strategy to take advantage of the opportunity that they're presenting. It's sort of like playing ball, right? It's a different style of play for us over here, and we pretty much take what the defense give us, and the defense here is the market, right? The what we call it, the market makers, right? Smart money, and we're looking for those clues that the market tends to give over and over and over and over. And um, once we see those uh, edges that we typically use, that the market typically give us, boom, that's when we like to take our chances and get into some nice trades over here at Legal Trappers. Been back trading now for a couple of months. I kind of been nibbling and dabbling over the last 2 3 years, um, due to just different situations. Right, you had when Biden was in office, they was literally passing laws. They was trying to get rid of cryptos. They was trying to get rid of. They didn't try. They got rid of meta quotes, which what we was predominantly using to trade. Like a lot of prop firms went out of business. A lot of brokers went out of business. Like it was just a rough time to be trading 2 3 years ago. So I kind of was more so transitioning to the investing side, more so on the trading. But now we got this administration in, and they're basically going back and real where they have repealed just about everything that Biden was administration was doing to, in a sense, hurt the retail traders. So now I feel like this is the perfect environment to put yourself in a situation to, you know, make some ends, man, make some gains, especially right now over the next few years. Because when the Democrats get back in, ain't no if when they get back in, they might go right back to doing the same thing they was doing 2 3 years ago. So lock in, man. That's what we're doing over here at Legal Trappers, is locking in. Um, this has always been a fundamental channel where I like to give the fundamentals first. Then we can hit the charts and see if we see something, but can't have one without the other, right? At least that's not how I like to play the game. I like to do the fundamentals first because that's your bread and butter. Knowing what's going on in the real world. Because without the real world, these charts don't mean shit. We are the charts. We are the candlesticks. What's going on out here, right? So I had to come in, tap in with you about this dollar, man. Pay attention to what's going on out here. We get into some interesting levels, right? And if we start to, and where we at right now, um, if we start to break this level down here, I feel as if though we might need to start getting in a situation where we might want to start to pay attention, right? When we get down to those levels, that is where we were during the pandemic day, during the pandemic days. So I feel like you know, this is the reason why I had to come tapping in with y'all today, just to put y'all on game to be in a situation where you might want to start to pay attention, because this is going to affect you. Like I said, it's going to affect your purchasing power. It's going to maybe just about maybe continue inflation, and that's not a good recipe, right? Where you got inflation running rampant, and we still losing our value in the dollar, which means we losing our purchasing power. So uh, we don't want to be in a situation like what's going on in Japan, and we could very well find ourselves in that same type of situation. Um, if you don't know about what's going on with Japan economy, I suggest you get acquainted. Um, Keyword that you can look up is called the carry trade. You can put that in Google it, do your research with it, and it'll lead you where you need to be to fill you in on what's going on in Japan economy. It's super important because it very well could be giving us a vision on what could possibly happen to our economy, and just like that. So, like I say, can you stop it? No. Can you control it? No. But at least I feel like you will want to be prepared just in case something do happen. So that's my little that's my little spiel, man. Y'all keep your eyes out for, like I say, Trump speaking around one. Tap into some of your news source wherever you get your news at. Like I say, investing.com, Bloomberg.com. You also could tap into ChatGPT. Ask you some questions, ask it some questions, research whatever it is you need to do. Um, this is a lot of news coming out, especially this week. We got interest rate decisions tomorrow. So big week, man. And we got Trump speaking tomorrow again. So definitely, man, lock in, man. Pay attention to what's going on so you can prepare. Till then, man, y'all be easy out there for sure.